Oh my gosh, what the heck is this? Check this out, you guys. Oh.
Welcome to Chasing the Unknown, our boots on the ground documentary series dedicated to investigating high probability zones with dense concentrations of eyewitness reports of historical and current hominid activity. Moving beyond our established local base, the team travels to entirely new, often inhospitable environments to conduct intense, multi-day field investigations. During each operation, we embed ourselves in the environment to separate myth from reality, utilizing advanced thermal imaging, camera traps, parabolic audio sweeps, and our signature camper camouflage techniques. We spend consecutive days and nights actively hunting for the truth. The goal isn't just to retell old stories, but to scientifically assess the probability of a massive apex predator existing in these regions. By mapping prey drives, analyzing the terrain, and setting behavioral traps, Chasing the Unknown is a relentless, tactical pursuit to pull new data, undiscovered behavior, and physical evidence of bipedal hominids right out of the tree line. And tonight we explore Murdock Beach.
Night tape rolling, mud on the lens, deep in the timber where the black trees bend. Edge takes the ridgeline, Mac checks the trail. Something in the darkness makes the whole woods fail. Hear that the branches snap. Hold on, don't look back. Gleaming yellow eyes, gleaming yellow eyes. They burn through the...
It is foggy. Tonight, on Chasing the Unknown, Matt and I are pushing deep into the dense, untamed timberland tucked between Murdock Beach and Sadie Creek. This stretch of Washington state land is a labyrinth of forgotten trails and vast, untouched forest, much of it bordering tribal sacred grounds. With a long history of Sasquatch encounters and unexplained anomalies reported by fellow investigators, this area is legendary for all the right reasons. The tension is high, the woods are thick, and it's finally our turn to see what's lurking in the shadows. Tonight started like any other, but it quickly turned into one of the most unsettling experiences Matt and I have ever had in the field. While we did manage to document some incredible findings, including a photograph that I'm still struggling to wrap my mind around, the tone of this investigation shifted fast. We came out here to do the investigating, but it didn't take long to realize the truth. We weren't the ones hunting. We were the ones being watched. Just like that, the frog stopped again.
Skin crawlers or something.
Yeah, that.
Skinwalkers.
Yeah. I don't know.
What about skinwalkers?
Yeah, skinwalkers. I don't.
I don't know what that scream was.
Kind of yellow though.
You saw a pair of yellow eyes up here?
Yeah, right there. As soon as with this flashlight, the cheaper one,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of scanned back up there and a pair of yellow eyes flashed at me. And didn't look anything like this flashlight that I recorded that night, but it's good picture. It's not a video or anything.
Well, I just used the thermal and I didn't see any hot spots, but I could scan it again real quick.
You also have these brush piles which you were seeing right there.
Yeah. Check out what Matt just caught on his camera. We thought this was so significant, we sent it to a professional to have it analyzed. What do you think? Comment below now, but we'll analyze it again at the end of the video.
Alright, so I got a little treat for you. I figured we would change it up tonight, okay? So we always use the cameras, we always try to make ourselves vulnerable, make ourselves bait. We've done all that tonight. One thing I learned back in Quinault was that cameras for me didn't work. I got a few blurry pictures, some good stuff sometimes, but that was about it. But audio recorders,
Oh,
they don't seem to mind audio recorders.
Right.
I got stuff where it sounds like they just come right up beside it. In some cases, it almost seemed like they damn near picked the thing up, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I'm proposing, when we were at that other beach, grabbed a seashell.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to take this seashell, go over there, do my little gifting thing, you know, and it's more or less, I told you, it's a demeanor thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they understand what I'm saying. But now we're not on the beach, we're in the forest, right? So this will be something special. We'll go over there, we'll put it out, we'll set the recorder out, we'll let it record for a while, you know, maybe an hour or two, and then while that's recording, we're just going to cut all the cameras off.
Mm-hmm.
So that way if something does approach, we'll have the audio. Yeah, so that's kind of my plan, my surprise for you tonight.
Sounds awesome. I've talked to you about getting one of these and using one of these high class audio recorders. And yeah, let's see what we can't hear.
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh, maybe that wasn't shooting. Alright guys, we know you know we're here, so we're going to cut the cameras off, and we just want to have an experience. We're not here to harm, we're not here to, we're just here to have an experience with our brothers and sisters of the forest. So here you go, here's our little gift to you. I brought this all the way from the beach for you guys, and yeah, so that's that.
All right.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Matt. See where my laser pointer is? Can you put your spotlight right here?
Yeah, it's just one tree. There, yeah.
All right, everybody, you saw the video. You saw that photo. The eye shine was recorded right here. I'm gonna come off trail and go over there so we can get a better estimation of how big it was and where exactly it was. Here I go.
Okay.
Here I am, everybody. Here I am, in reference to those eyeballs that we got.
Yep. Okay.
There's a foot impression right here. You can see the heel. And the foot goes right here. I don't know how well that's coming up on the camera. It's not at all. But that might be a possible step from where it could have been standing. Somebody dumped an old mattress. Look, another bone. More bones. This one's been broken. So strange. I know they've been dumping it. They do some dumping out here, but who knows?
Oh, this is weird.
What's that?
My phone's vibrating.
Why would your phone be vibrating?
I know. I put it on. Not now, but I put it on airplane mode. And
So what? If it's on airplane mode, wouldn't it not buzz?
shouldn't do anything.
Dude, we've been having so much weird stuff with our phones. I can't take good pictures. They're always coming out blurry, which is really odd for this really expensive camera. And yours, you couldn't take video. Your videos were being blurry too,
Yeah,
right?
they go blurry from time to time, like in the middle of recording, and then it just. I'll send you the video. I'll send you that so you can share.
It's just so weird. All of our equipment's just acting really weird out here.
Batteries are draining.
Yeah. Go ahead. What are we noticing here, Matt?
So we come back to our gifting area. Last time we left this seashell, but I was almost positive that we left it right down here. Now it's been a couple days, and we returned tonight. We checked the camera from the last time. This seashell is now up here.
That is not in the same spot. But like you said, it's been a couple nights. So Matt and I left this gifting spot right here, the shell, like we just showed you. So this time, to enhance it a little bit, we brought a super fresh nectarine and some peanuts to go along with it. We have the device recorder, the audio recorder going, and let's see what we can to track this time. I'll find it.
Hey, buddy. How you doing, Matt?
You know, last night we were out there and I told you I kept seeing those yellow eyes. You know, I kept seeing the eye shine.
Yeah.
In the light.
Yep.
Well, you remember I stopped and I was taking just random pictures of the dark, right?
Yeah, I remember you stopped for a second to do that, yeah.
So I'm going through them this morning and I'm just kind of like scanning, and I came across one that has eye shine and it looks like it's pretty high off the ground, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of exciting looking.
Are you serious? That's really cool. Man, send that to me. I want to take a look at it.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna. It's slightly different than what I saw in Quinault, but I'm gonna send it also to a wildlife biologist friend of mine and have her kind of take a look at it just to, you know, see if we can do like process of elimination on this thing.
Oh man, you're gonna send it to a professional? That just validates more our work. That's so awesome.
Yeah. Anything that we can do, I mean, that's what we want to do, right? Anything that we can get looked at, we want to get it looked at. And so, yeah, I'll send that to you here in just a minute, buddy.
All right, everybody, we're back on location. Today, unfortunately, Matt's not with me, so I'm on my own. We're doing a solo today. But here we go. We're going to explore, see if we can't see any evidence for whatever was visiting us the last couple nights. Here we go. So last night's storm has made its way in, and we are right now in between some rain, a little rain break right now. So first I'm going to go check out this area behind the gifting, and then after this we'll circle back and we'll go back up to the clear cut and into that forest where we saw those yellow eyes. As you saw on the trail camera, we saw a little glare over here. Not sure what it was, maybe an eye, maybe not. Back on the other side where we definitely saw those yellow eyes, we're gonna try to find a strategic place to place a camera. All right, guys, this will be fun. So we are gifting up over there by that wood pile, up in that clearing. But look what you see right here. Can you see that? There's a little trail that's just been pushed through, but only like once. I don't know if you can see that. And I came back through this way, so I didn't make this mess. I don't know where this is going. We're gonna find out. But you can see how as the grass is pushed down, whatever it was came through that way, came up this way. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but you can see like how this is pushed down and pushed that way. Whatever it was came through and went that way. What I like about this particular trail is that whatever it was had bulky feet. A Sasquatch or bear, right? We're not ruling out that this isn't even a cougar, right? It could totally be something like that too. But the point is that this trail that goes right back through there and comes up this way was not made by a deer or an elk. They have pointy feet and would just go into the grass. This has big, bulky feet and pushed it down. And I know where, it ended up, but let's go backwards and see where it came from. Imagine standing in the deep, suffocating dark under the Pacific Northwest canopy. You're holding a thermal imager, tracking a heavy, rhythmic crunching in the brush just 40 yards out. Your chest tightens. Your focus narrows down to a pinpoint. You aren't just looking for an animal anymore. You're hunting the ultimate evolutionary secret. For years, I looked at this mystery through a purely traditional lens. It was simple, logical, safe. A forest ape. A relic. Maybe Gigantopithecus. Or a primitive hominid hybrid. An undiscovered primitive makes sense to a rational mind. It fits neatly inside the boundaries of what we already know.
Kind of cool. It's like a little tiny clearing in the forest. See that? Interesting. Oh my gosh, what the heck is this? Check this out, you guys. Oh my goodness, look at that. There's 2 or 3 dog leashes hanging up on this tree. This place is just weird.
When we move beyond the undiscovered ape theory, where the evidence often becomes too anomalous for traditional biology to explain, we are left looking at 2 of the most profound frameworks humanity uses to describe the unseen: ancient theological texts and theoretical physics. Depending on how you interpret the data, a strong case could be made for either. Or perhaps they are simply 2 different languages describing the same underlying reality. However, there may be a third perspective. We call it biolocation. Simply put, the Sasquatch may utilize biological mechanisms that allow it to bypass or manipulate human sensory perception. For example, consider the theory of hollow hair. It may interact with light in a way that allows the creature to camouflage itself, blending into its surroundings, a phenomenon that seems evident in videos such as the Freeman footage, and perhaps even more compelling in the Barbara Shoot film.
Gross. Had to show you a big pile of bear poop. The thing is that pile's pretty fresh. I mean, it looks fresh, I wouldn't know, but there's flies flying all over it and stuff. So I'm gonna keep my eye out.
This leads to the central question. Is this creature a biological organism with advanced, misunderstood capabilities, or does it exist primarily in a different plane of existence, interacting with our realm only periodically? This leaves us with the single most critical question facing modern research today. If this phenomenon transcends classical zoology, but remains a physical peer, how do we design rigorous, repeatable field experiments capable of falsifying our hypothesis? How do you catch something in a lie if it's biologically engineered to be one step ahead of the room it's standing in? To truly crack this mystery, we can no longer hunt the Sasquatch based on what it can do. We must figure out what a hyper-advanced human relative cannot do, and build on our research parameters around the exact limitations. We aren't looking for a ghost in the machine. We are looking for a master of biology watching us from the shadows of our own family tree.